I think that this passage that we hear today fills us with joy and hope. And what I mean by that is we see in this passage these disciples who supposedly know how to deal with a boat in the middle of a storm, in the middle of the lake, in the middle of the ocean, and they have no idea what to do. Not because they have no idea how to deal with a boat and do everything about navigation, but because fear takes them over. Fear controls everything of who they are. But the beauty of the whole passage is that they acknowledge that they need Christ. They acknowledge that they need this man whom they have walked with. And basically, out of fear, there is a prayer. They call out to his name, knowing that he could basically help on something. Maybe they had no idea that he could calm the whole storm, but they knew that he could do something, that he could help them out. And therefore they come together. It doesn't say that only one of them called the Lord, but it says that all of the disciples call him by name to help them out. And therefore we hear the beauty of that miracle that happens. The whole waters and the wind, everything is calm. And we have heard many homilies and commentators that talk about that boat being the church. And many, many times, through many centuries, the church have found many, many storms. And it is when the church together, the disciples, the body of Christ, comes together and realizes that without Christ, we are nothing. That then we see the miracle of peace, the miracle of joy, the miracle of hope in the church. And it happens in our lives as well. That boat could be you and myself. When things happen, when we do not know what the future will bring, when we are afraid of a sickness, when we are full of anxiety because of all the problems that we have, sometimes we drown ourselves on a glass of water. And we think that we can do everything on our own. But it is when we realize that the Lord is there, that the Lord hears our voices, that the Lord hears when we call upon his name. That's when maybe the storm doesn't go right away, doesn't disappear. But that's when we encounter the strength to go through the storm, to go all the way to the other side. Everything possible because we're walking with the Lord. So today, if you find yourself that you think that you have come before the Lord, calling his name, screaming his name, and he seems to be asleep, don't doubt that even in his sleep, he continues to listen to your heart, to your voice, to your prayer.